Have you ever felt an inexplicable weight in your stomach, a strange tension in your shoulders, or a lump in your throat when you're with someone, as if your body is trying to tell you something that your mind doesn't want to accept yet? These physical sensations may be signs from Allah, guiding you about a relationship that is not meant to be in your life. Allah has subtle but powerful ways to guide us towards the right choices, and often, the first messenger is our own body. When a relationship is unhealthy or misaligned with your path, these discomforts manifest inside you, even before your mind fully realizes it. You may feel inexplicable tiredness, restlessness, or even an emotional void. These signals are not random, but precise messages meant to protect you from harm. In Islam, we are encouraged to trust the signs Allah sends our way, whether through the guidance of our hearts or the signals our bodies give us. The Prophet Muhammad Poof said, "The believer's heart is a guide for him, and his intuition is his compass." Tirmidhi. Listening to your body is an extension of trusting Allah's guidance. In this video, I will guide you through 8 signals that your body and Allah use to tell you that a certain relationship is not aligned with your path. You will learn to recognize them, interpret them, and above all, listen to that inner voice that wants to protect you. These warnings can make the difference between staying stuck in a toxic situation and living a more authentic and peaceful life. Don't ignore what you feel. Your body is your most precious radar, ready to reveal the truth that perhaps you've been ignoring. Before we begin, be sure to subscribe to the Mental Dose channel and the Telegram channel so you don't miss the next videos on personal and spiritual growth. And now, let's begin. 1. The knot in the stomach. When the body senses that something is out of harmony, the first signal often comes from the stomach. This part of our body, sometimes called the second brain, is extremely sensitive to the emotions and energies around us. A knot in the stomach or a feeling of heaviness can indicate underlying discomfort or tension, even if we are not always aware of what is causing it. Ignoring this sensation means overlooking a natural alarm that could save us from future pain. This discomfort is not just a physical reaction, but a direct message. You are entering a situation that is not good for you. If every time you are with a certain person, this weight reappears, it is time to stop and reflect. What is your body telling you? Perhaps it perceives what your mind does not want to admit yet. Listening to it is the first step to protecting your emotional balance. In Islam, we are taught to seek peace and tranquility in our relationships. The Prophet Muhammad said, "A believer should not be a source of harm to his fellow believer." Sahih Muslim. If your body is sending signals of discomfort, it may be a sign that the relationship is causing harm, and it is important to step back and reflect. 2. Constant physical tension. When a relationship is unhealthy, your body reacts with a tension that seems impossible to release. Your shoulders become stiff, your jaw tightens, and you may find yourself tensing the muscles in your hands or neck more frequently than normal. These physical symptoms indicate that you are experiencing emotional pressure that you cannot ignore. It is as if your body is always in defense mode, ready to react to something that threatens it. If tension occurs regularly in the presence of a certain person, it is not a coincidence. Ask yourself, what causes you to react this way? Is it fear of being judged, anxiety about having to please the other person, or perhaps the awareness that the relationship is not balanced? Answering these questions will help you free yourself from an emotional burden that could otherwise make you ill over time. The Prophet Muhammad emphasized the importance of peace and balance, saying, "Verily, the strong person is not the one who is able to overpower others in strength, but the one who controls himself when angry." Sahih Bukhari. If your body is constantly under tension, it is a sign that the relationship is not allowing you to maintain your inner peace. 3. Feeling tired after spending time together. Not all tiredness is physical. There is a more subtle form of exhaustion that occurs when you invest too much time with someone who drains your energy. If you feel exhausted or emotionally drained after every encounter with a person, that is a clear sign that the relationship is not beneficial for you. People who drain you are often manipulative, negative, or overly needy. Your body absorbs this tension, leaving you feeling empty. Recognizing this effect is essential to protecting your well-being. Healthy relationships enrich you, not consume you. In Islam, Relationships are meant to be sources of support and comfort. Allah says in the Quran, "And among His signs is that He created for you from yourselves mates that you may find tranquility in them." Quran 30:21. If a relationship leaves you feeling drained rather than tranquil, it is time to reassess it. 4. The heart beats faster but not because of love. The rapid beating of the heart is often associated with intense feelings such as love or excitement, but it can also be a reaction to stress and anxiety. If you notice that your heart starts beating faster every time you're with a certain person without a positive reason, you may be in a state of emotional alarm. This signal should not be underestimated. The body reacts this way when it perceives a threat or pressure. The question to ask yourself is, what is causing this reaction? Is it fear, discomfort, or something deeper? Listening to your heart will help you better understand the nature of the relationship and make more conscious choices. The Prophet Muhammad advised us to be mindful of our emotions and to protect ourselves from unhealthy relationships. He said, "Beware. There is a piece of flesh in the body that if it becomes good, the whole body becomes good, but if it becomes corrupt, the whole body becomes corrupt. That piece of flesh is the heart." Sahih Bukhari. Trust your heart's reactions, as they are deeply connected to your inner well-being. 5 changes in breathing. Breathing is one of the most immediate indicators of your emotional state. When you're with people who make you feel comfortable, you breathe deeply and naturally. On the contrary, with those who create tension or discomfort, your breathing may become short, irregular, or labored. This is your body's response to a latent state of stress. Observe how you breathe when you are with someone. If you feel your chest tightening or your breathing stopping, it is a clear sign of discomfort. These changes, even if subtle, are an invitation to reflect on the type of energy that person brings into your life. In Islam, we are taught to take care of our bodies, as they are a trust from Allah. The Prophet Muhammad said, "There are 2 blessings which many people waste: health and free time." Sahih Bukhari. If your body is signaling discomfort in any form, especially through something as fundamental as your breath, do not ignore it. It is important to listen to these signs and take care of your well-being, as this is a means of honoring Allah's trust. 6. The mind becomes confused. The body and mind are closely connected. When you are in a relationship that is not good for you, you may start to notice difficulty concentrating, constant doubts, or a general feeling of confusion. It is as if your mind is constantly struggling to find balance, but it can't. This confusion is a clear sign that something is not working. But do not underestimate it, as it can lead to a loss of confidence in yourself and your decisions. Allah has reminded us in the Quran, "And whoever fears Allah, He will make a way for him to get out from every difficulty." Quran 65:2. If your mind is clouded with confusion, take a moment to step back and reflect. Ask yourself, does this relationship bring me clarity or uncertainty? Are you truly at peace with your choices, or do they keep you in a state of mental turmoil? 7. Attraction to new environments or people. Not all signals from Allah come in the form of discomfort. Sometimes life pushes you towards something new, making you feel drawn to environments, people, or experiences that seem more in tune with who you really are. This is not an accident. It is Allah's way of guiding you to explore more authentic paths. If you start to feel curious about new directions, listen to this impulse. It could be a sign that there is a better alternative for your well-being. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The believer is like a mirror to another believer." Sunan Ibn Majah. If you are being drawn to people or places that make you feel more aligned with your true self, it's not merely coincidence, it may be Allah guiding you toward better connections and opportunities. Listen to your heart, for it may be leading you to a healthier, more peaceful direction. 8. Emotional chaos takes over. Anxiety, constant conflict, and emotional ups and downs when a relationship is not aligned with your path. Chaos becomes a constant. This state of imbalance not only undermines your serenity, but can also prevent you from growing. Emotional chaos is the strongest signal your body and Allah can send you. It is not something you have to endure. It is an invitation to make a choice. Stay in a situation that slowly destroys you or find the courage to let it go. In Islam, we are taught to seek peace and tranquility. Allah says, "Indeed, with every difficulty there is relief." Quran 94:6. If your emotional state is in turmoil, recognize that Allah is offering you a way out. The peace you seek is within your reach, but it requires a conscious decision to choose it. Trust that Allah's guidance is the key to bringing balance back into your life. Now that you've discovered these signals, the question is, how can you get in tune with your body and the signs Allah sends you, to recognize them and act upon them? To answer this question, I leave you with 5 practical strategies to deal with these situations and find harmony again. 1. Take time each day to listen to your body. Tension, discomfort, and physical reactions are clear messages. Take a few minutes each day to reflect on how you feel after spending time with certain people. Journaling can help you identify patterns that might otherwise be missed. If you feel overwhelmed, carve out moments of solitude. Getting away from external influences will allow you to reconnect with your inner voice. Even just a few minutes of silence can clarify doubts and bring answers. It is in these spaces that what is truly important to you emerges. 2. Rediscover your forgotten passions. Bad relationships often distance us from our interests and dreams. Returning to what you love will help you strengthen the connection with your true self and identify who truly supports you on this path. Allah has given you the gift of passions, and when you follow them, you are better able to live in harmony with your purpose. 3. Immerse yourself in nature. Take a walk in nature, whether it's in a green park, touching a tree, or gazing at the sky. Nature offers new perspectives and inner peace that can facilitate the understanding of every signal that is trying to speak to you. The Prophet Muhammad said, "The world is a provision, and the best provision of the world is a righteous wife." Sahih Muslim. Nature is a place of tranquility and clarity, so use it to reconnect with your true self. 4. Always ask yourself, does this relationship make you feel free? Authentic connections give you energy and allow you to be yourself. When something or someone makes you feel trapped or drained, it is time to seriously evaluate your path. By putting these tips into practice, you will not only learn to recognize the signals from Allah, but you will also be able to live in harmony with your body, mind, and heart. Remember, Allah desires peace for His servants, and Allah invites to the home of peace. Quran 10:25. 5. Trust yourself and your body. Your body never lies. Every signal it sends you is an invitation to reflect, to stop, and to protect your well-being. Allah, in His mercy, is guiding you towards what is best for you. He leads you toward people and relationships that enhance who you truly are. Do not ignore what you feel. Leave room for your authenticity. And remember that choosing to distance yourself from those who don't make you feel good is not selfishness, but love for yourself, which is a reflection of the love you have for Allah's creation. If you have recognized one or more of these signs in your life, share them in the comments below. I thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you always listen to that inner voice which already knows what is best for you. We sincerely hope that this content has been useful and inspiring for you. Also, if you like this content, share it with anyone you think could benefit from it. Thank you for following us on this journey. See you in the next video.